The Bear and the Bee, a bedtime story. Have you ever wondered what happens when a grumpy bear meets a busy bee? Tonight, we'll discover a sweet and surprising friendship. Barnaby Bear was having a terrible day. He woke up with a twig in his fur. His favorite berry bush was empty, and a grumpy cloud followed him everywhere. He stomped through the forest, grumbling to himself. He grumbled about the sun being too bright and the birds singing too loudly. Everything seemed to annoy poor Barnaby. He just wanted to find a nice quiet place to nap. Meanwhile, Beatrice Bee was buzzing around, collecting nectar for her hive. She was a very diligent bee, always working hard to make the best honey. She zipped from flower to flower, her tiny wings a blur. Beatrice loved her job and took pride in her work. She knew the other bees were counting on her to bring back the sweetest nectar. She was determined to find the perfect flower patch. Suddenly, Barnaby tripped over a root and landed right in the middle of Beatrice's favorite patch of wildflowers. He let out a loud, "Oof!" Beatrice, startled, buzzed angrily around his head. "Buzz off!" Barnaby roared, swatting at the air. Beatrice, even angrier, stung him right on the nose. Barnaby yelped and jumped up, rubbing his nose. Beatrice, seeing Barnaby's distress, felt a little bad. "I'm sorry," she buzzed. "I didn't mean to sting you so hard. You scared me." Barnaby, surprised by her apology, stopped rubbing his nose. He looked at the tiny bee and realized he had been the one who invaded her space. "I'm sorry too," he mumbled. "I didn't see you. I was just having a bad day." Beatrice, feeling sympathetic, offered Barnaby some of the nectar she had collected. Barnaby cautiously tasted it. It was the sweetest thing he had ever tasted. From that day on, Barnaby and Beatrice became unlikely friends. Barnaby would protect Beatrice's flower patch, and Beatrice would share her delicious honey with him. They learned that even a grumpy bear and a busy bee could find friendship in the most unexpected places. Now close your eyes, little ones, and dream of buzzing bees and friendly bears. Remember, even when you're having a bad day, a little kindness can go a long way. Sweet dreams, and we'll have another story for you tomorrow night.